Judaism really helped me. The God really helped me. It's God.
You spoke to him
I spoke to him, yeah, every day.
and he answered.
He answered. Yes, of course he
If you
answered.
would say, give me a sign.
Yeah,
You
he
had
answered. Of course. So many times. I felt him. Wrapping me, hugging me. I used to talk with him like he's right in front of me. And thank God, Baruch Hashem, we have a great relationship.
Omer, let's go back to October 7th and tell us what happened this Greek day and what went through your mind at those first moments when you were abducted.
So on the day of the 7th, I was with a lot of my friends. We went to the festival, to the Nova Music Festival. And while we were dancing, we are 20 years old. And as 20 years old, we have fun, we go to parties. And while we were dancing at 6:29 a.m., Hamas started to attack Israel. At first it was a missile attack, and I remember all of us, we cleared the area. And all of my friends, everyone left the area except me and three other friends actually. At some point we find ourselves running for our lives in open fields, hearing gunshots everywhere we go to, seeing people just getting shot, dead bodies everywhere we run to. After maybe like an hour of running, a friend, his name is Danino, he gives me a call and he comes and picks us up. We get inside the vehicle, Maya, Ita, and myself, and we start to drive. And as we start to drive, we get on the road and we take a right turn. And as we turn right, suddenly I can see two vehicles of Hamas. Immediately, as they see us, they start shooting at us. I just showed someone the vehicle that I was inside of the vehicle. So immediately they start shooting us. I remember.
So the bullet came through the
window right next to my head. Right next to my head. I can tell that I can still remember the sound of the whistle of the bullets going next to my head. I remember Maya and Itai in the back. They're siblings. Maya, she was talking on the phone with her father, and she was screaming, "Abba, yorim bi, Dad, they're shooting me. I'm about to die. I love you." And as they shoot us, Danino, an old friend, he opens the door and he runs away. And he ran away, but after 3 hours, he was captured by Hamas, and he was held in Hamas captivity for 11 months. And after 11 months, he was murdered by Hamas. Unfortunately, may he rest in peace. And after that, I remember two terrorists coming to the vehicle, taking us out of the vehicle, throwing us on the floor, beating us while we're on the floor, spitting on us. They tie our hands behind our backs, and they load us up at the back of the pickup truck, and we start to drive to Gaza. And the thing that went through my mind, first of all, I was shocked. It's something that you cannot imagine that it's gonna happen to you, because we've heard about stories of Gilad Shalit, for example, a former hostage. He was in Hamas captivity for 5 years, but it was in a time of a war. He was taken while he was a soldier from a tank. He was Shaul Oron and Adar Golden. They were taken while they were soldiers, while they were fighting. For us, we were dancing, we were having fun. And suddenly someone comes and just kidnaps us. So it's very shocking at first. I was also very shocked to see the joy on the faces of the citizens of Gaza, to see how happy they were that this attack happened. Yeah, to see their hate in their faces. It's something that really, really surprised me.
You discovered how much they hate Israel, no?
Yeah, yeah.
And do you think then that the citizens of Gaza are innocent?
You know, before the 7th, I didn't have any problems with Palestinians. If you don't want to kill me, I have something against. I have nothing against you. If someone like respects me, I respect him. It doesn't matter skin color or region or nothing. But I can tell you, ever since the day of the 7th, that I saw the horrors that I've seen, and see that I've seen how the citizens enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't think they're innocent.
In Gaza.
Yeah.
And do you have, you talk about 1 hour and then 3 hours. Do you have any theory or any idea why the IDF didn't get quickly to this place?
Well, I don't know. It's a question that no one knows how to answer. I think it's on higher levels, yeah, than the soldiers, because I can tell you, I think the IDF, the soldiers, I believe they're heroes, you know. Every time I see one, I can kiss their hand, you know. I love them, I really do love them, and I believe that they saved my life. But unfortunately, on the day of the 7th, something happened. I don't know what it is.
You spoke about your friend Maya, and I heard she was badly shot in the leg,
Yeah.
and they operate on her in Gaza. What happened with her leg?
So when we got to Gaza, her leg, I remember on the day of the 7th, when they pulled her out of the car, out of the vehicle, I could see her leg. Her leg was cut off. Yeah, it was hanging on strings of flesh. Yeah. And when she got to Gaza, the first week, she didn't have any operation on her leg. Yeah, like they really did everything really quickly without any anesthesia or anything. But after a week, when she was moved to an hospital, yeah, and when they operated on her leg, yeah, they stitched her leg back on, but the other way around. So if the leg was supposed to be like this, it was like this. Yeah, this is how they stitched it on. Yeah, until today she's suffering from it, unfortunately.
Yes, during your captivity in Gaza, what were the daily conditions like?
Very hard, very hard. Starvation, being cursed all the time, being spat on. For hostages, life are very, very difficult. Very difficult. You know, people talk a lot about starvation in Gaza and stuff like this. I can tell you that if there is starvation in Gaza, it's caused by Hamas. The amounts of food that I carried in my own hands, yeah, because I used to work for them in the tunnels. So I used to carry boxes of the UN, yeah, boxes with stamps of the UN that are filled with food, hundreds of them, hundreds of boxes. I used to just carry them from a place to a place, while they used to enjoy the food, the terrorists. I didn't get to enjoy the food. I got a very small amount. Yeah.
What did you eat?
Most of the time bread. While I'm celiac, I cannot have bread.
Okay.
Yeah. But most of the time bread. This is what I got. This is what I must eat.
One piece of bread.
A pita. Sometimes some beans. This is the food that you get. But yeah, as I was saying, when I used to carry the food and I used to have small amounts of it, they used to eat the food, the terrorists. And if you see starvation in Gaza, it's caused by Hamas, it's not caused by Israel.
Do you remember any special situation that deeply affected you during your captivity?
That's a good question. any situation that deeply affected me. I don't know if it's something specifically. Like I've said before, I believe that the IDF, they're doing an amazing job, and the soldiers are heroes. But unfortunately, something that really affected me, that until today I carry this on with me. It's the sound of the bombing. It's the sound of the jets in the sky. It's experiencing, an explosive right next to you. Something that unfortunately until today I carry on with me. It's very hard for me to hear loud noises, to hear any sounds of explosive.
I understand. How did you manage to maintain your mental and emotional strength
Oh,
amid the uncertainty about your future?
yeah. So first of all, at the first few weeks, you're very shocked, and you deny everything. Yeah, and you ask God, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why was I the one that got abducted? I didn't do anything bad. I didn't murder. I didn't steal. I didn't do anything like it. Why me? And then you come to a choice that you have to. It's or I don't believe in God, and I blame Him on everything, or I believe in God and I accept this is the path He gave me, and He gave it to me for a reason, and you stay very very focused on the thing that you have to accomplish, yeah, and you keep praying. And so for me, I really relied on faith, on God. I always believed that I'm going back home. I had no doubts about it. And at the same time that I believed that I'm going back home, my mom believed that I'm coming back home. So I really do believe that it's a work of the both of us. It's my family and myself and a lot of other people who prayed for me. But yeah, my family, my mom and my dad, they always taught me that positive thinking creates positive reality. I come from a very optimistic home. So it's a mix of both, it's a mix of everything.
I understand. Did you have any contact with the other hostages during your captivity? And if so, how did you support each other?
So the only hostages that I had any contact with are Maya and Itai. Maya, the first week, after the week, she was moved to an hospital, so it was always just Itai and myself. But during the time, Itai and I, we really helped one another, yeah, in any means possible. I really tried to help Itai with positive thinking, with believing that we're going back home. I feel like it, yeah, that I really took the role of the big brother there, because Itai is younger than me, and of course Itai helped me as well. It was very hard for me when Itai left, because it's someone to talk to, it's someone that helps you, it's someone that Itai is my brother. I can tell you, he's my little brother right now. We're 24/7 together. When we're together in Israel, 24/7 together. So I really did try to help Itai in any means possible.
And when you were released, a terrorist forced you to kiss his forehead.
Yeah.
What was that like to experience, and what did you feel now that the terrorist was eliminated by the IDF?
I'll give you a breaking news right now. I saw the picture, I saw the news. And unfortunately, this is not him.
Okay.
This is not him. But I believe they will get him very soon. But the me kissing the guys, the terrorists for it, obviously it's something that they told me to do, they forced me to do. But
how did they force you to do?
So before I went on stage, they told me, you're gonna kiss my forehead. And we had like an argue about it. I told him, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. And we had like a deal that I'm gonna shake his hand and maybe give like a little hug. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And when I got up on stage, you can see on the video that the cameraman, he tells me something.
Yes.
He tells me something, and I'm hesitating. He tells me kiss his head, and I'm hesitating. And he's like, it's really pressuring me. And I told myself, okay, I'll kiss his head.
I would do anything.
And I'll go home, and that's it, you know.
Yes. From what you saw in Gaza, do you think Hamas will lay down its weapons and surrender?
Wow, I hope so.
But you think it's possible? Well, you know them now.
I think it's possible.
You saw them.
I think it's possible. Yeah, I do think it's
Yes?
possible. Yeah, I saw them breaking. I can tell you that I've seen the terrorists slowly breaking, becoming really depressed, becoming really sad. Really, you know, everything. They all the time they're in the tunnels, and they don't go out, and they become very depressed. They're prisoners in their own home. Yeah. I do think it's possible, but I think it's more important to release the hostages before, because as long as we keep on pressuring Hamas, as long as we keep on pressuring the terrorists that are right now, they're guarding the hostages. Okay, if you think about it, the terrorist is guarding an hostage, yeah, and now maybe. They tell him his brother is also in Hamas terrorist. He was eliminated. Yeah, how do you think the terrorist will react? He will take it all out on the hostage.
This is what they did to you?
Yeah, of course. Something
Every time.
It's something I experienced on myself. Of course, every time that someone, a close friend, of course in Hamas, the terrorist was also eliminated. Yeah, they got it all on me. It's by spitting on me and cursing me and giving me less food, and you know, it's beating me. No, I wouldn't lie. No, they did not beat me. I've Baruch Hashem, it's something, thank God, that didn't happen except on the 7th. But there is a lot of hostages that were beaten. I know a lot of them. A lot of my friends released hostages that I saw scars on their body, bruises on their body. You know, it's something that happens.
So you don't approve this pressure, military pressure on Gaza?
No. As much as I want to give an end to this horrible organization, right now it's more important to release the hostages.
And how do you think you can finish this Hamas organization?
How do you think? Wow, it's a big question. I don't know. I'm not a military guy. I'm not a politics, so it's very hard question.
Yes, because sometimes you have an idea, no?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's a very hard question.
Yes. Now that you've returned to everyday life in Israel, what has been the most difficult part of returning to normal life?
You know, before the 7th, before I was kidnapped, like my happy place in Israel was Tel Aviv. I used to love to go to Tel Aviv. Every like maybe two days in a week, I used to go to Tel Aviv. Maybe some shopping, maybe the beach, some coffee, restaurants. This is what I like to do with my friends. After I came back home, and the first time I went to Tel Aviv, I've come to realize how sad this city has become. As soon as you enter the city, you see thousands of pictures of hostages, of people who were murdered on the 7th, of soldiers who were murdered, who died in battle, and that's something that's very hard for me right now. Israel has become a very sad place. It was a very happy place, and it became very sad. This attack, this war, it affected everyone. Everyone. I'm telling you, everyone. I don't know a single person that it didn't affect him, this war. His cousin was murdered, his best friend was murdered, his best friend was a hostage. her son is an hostage. This is something that's very difficult for me, very difficult for me. And it also makes like this big, unfortunately, this big. You can see now the society in Israel is very divided. Yeah, it's something that you really see on media. Yeah. If I feel it during the days, no, I don't feel it. Yeah, but on media, and that's something that it's with me 24/7. I open the Instagram, the social media. Immediately, I see something that horrible thing that happened in Israel. I saw not long ago someone that wrote graffiti on the
Yes.
Kotel. He
Yes,
wrote
yes.
Holocaust in Gaza. Something like, you think about it, like how could you do it? You know what we've been through. You saw the 7th. You saw what soldiers are going through. Yeah, Israel is not the one that's making Holocaust in Gaza. No, there's no Holocaust in Gaza. Yeah, if there is any suffering in Gaza, it's made by Hamas, not by Israel. People have to understand this, and seeing this from your own people, it's something that breaks my heart, shatters my heart. So things that are very hard for me right now, it's seeing Israel that it's very sad and unfortunately divided.
Yes, it's very sad. What have you done from your own position so that the hostages return home?
Right now, I'm advocating and I'm promoting. I do anything I can for the hostages. I'm flying all over the world just to help spread the word about the hostages. I do it because I try to get to maybe I talk in front of someone who is a good friend with Trump, who is a good friend with someone who can affect. Yeah. So this is what I try to do the most right now. I try to make the hostages the priority in the media, in everywhere possible, just so we could help them bring them back home. And me doing this, it's I believe it's all from God. Yeah.
You believe?
I do. Yeah, I do. I really believe that He's giving me strength to do it. This is part of my mission.
So, 505 days in Gaza, what did you learn?
What did I learn?
Yes.
I learned to appreciate the small things in life. The small things are the most important things. Yeah. Because right now I can go and I can buy a big house and an amazing car. The happiness of this thing will last for a week. That's it. True happiness comes from, for me, it's family, it's friends, it's freedom. It's for me. It's also praying. I talked about it today in the morning. That I believe that in everything in life there is a miracle. Yeah, from a small one to a big one. Yeah, but everything in life is a miracle. Us sitting here right now together is a miracle. Now I thank God this is happening. Yeah, so the small things are the ones that I cherish. Yeah, me talking to you right now, it's maybe you gain something from it, but I also gain something from it. So I really do try to find in everything a miracle and some sort of light. And these are the things that I most enjoy right now in life, the simple things.
And if you could send a message to the hostages that are still in Gaza, what would you tell them?
Stay strong. Believe. Know that we're fighting for you. We're trying to do everything we can. We've come to places that we'd never imagined going to, and just a bit more. You'll be out. I believe it. I believe that they'll come back home. Yeah. I used to say when I was in captivity, I used to tell Itai all the time, a bit more, just a little bit more. Don't worry. So this is what I would tell him, just a little bit more. Don't worry.
Right. Bezrat Hashem.
Bezrat Hashem.
And you think Trump can get the hostages out?
I really do think Trump can help. Yeah, I think he can help. I believe that he brought me back home.
Yes.
I was released by Trump. I was released by God, yeah, by Hashem, but I was released by Trump. And I told him, after 9 days I was released, I flew to Washington to meet Trump, to meet the president. And I told him, me and my family, we believe you've been sent by God to release them. And I really do believe it. I believe it.
And what did he say?
I can tell you that he was very
Pleased.
Yeah, he was very pleased with this, and he's a very nice person, person. People, they say on the media that he's crazy. I believe that he's very sharp, first of all, and he's very caring. We stood in front of him, all the 6 hostages. We spoke for maybe 40 minutes, and he really did listen to each and every one of us. He really did. He cared. And yeah, I believe he can help. I know he can help. I'm a part of it, I was a part of it. He helped me, he can help the others. Did
Judaism, the Jewish faith, help you?
Of course. While I was there, I was learning a lot about Islam. Yeah, I was learning a lot about Islam because it's something that surrounding me all the time. Yeah? And I was curious to know about it as well. And even though I learned about it, and the terrorists, they always tried to convince me always to go to Islam as well. Yeah.
They were?
Yeah, they were trying to convince me to go to Islam. They told me, when you go back home, you go to Islam, not here. Yeah, but it's something that, when you're Jewish, yeah, it's a part of you. Yeah, it's what I believe. It's the true religion. Yeah, we believe in Hashem. I don't like to say that we are the chosen nation, yeah, because I think it's a bit how do you say?
Presumptuous.
Yeah, I don't like to say it, but I was born Jewish and I will die Jewish, yeah, and Judaism really helped me. The God really helped me, it's God.
You spoke to him?
I spoke to him, yeah, every day.
And he answered?
He answered. Yes, of course he
answered. If you would say, give me a sign.
Yeah, he answered, of course. So many times. I felt him wrapping me, hugging me. I used to talk with him like he's right in front of me. And thank God, Baruch Hashem, we have a great relationship.
And what are your plans, Omer?
Well, right now it's the hostages and only the hostages. But as soon as they come back home, and they will, my dream is to become an actor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, ever since I'm a kid, I used to watch TV, and I used to watch a lot of Adam Sandler movies.
Yes.
And it has been my dream ever since. I always used to tell my mom, you'll see one day I'll be on the stage of the Oscar, and I'm gonna say thank you, my mom and my dad, for helping me coming to here and being. Yeah, and it will happen. I know it will.
Yes, and we will see you in Hollywood.
Bezrat Hashem.
Bezrat Hashem, and I will tell everybody, I interviewed him.
Next interview. I'm already after the Oscars in Hollywood. Yeah.
Bezrat Hashem.
Bezrat Hashem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.